Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a prediction breakdown of Rafael dos Anjos versus Renato Moicano taking place this weekend in the co-main event of UFC 272, Covington versus Masvidal. And this is not what we were expecting. This is not what we were expecting. Rafael dos Anjos versus Renato Moicano. This is a last-minute fight. Moicano, as we know, most of you should know by now, but as we know, I'll just say it anyways. Moicano, we were originally supposed to be looking at this weekend Rafael dos Anjos versus Rafael Fiziev, the battles of the Rafaels. Rafael Fiziev fell out due to sickness and COVID, and there was a lot of talks. Okay, there was a lot of talks of people wanting to step in for dos Anjos. By the way, it's going to be a little bit of a... By the way, if you're wondering, this is posted later in the day. It was confusing because I didn't know if this was official, so it's for now. And this will be a longer video as well because I needed to do some explaining. A lot of people wanted to step in on short notice to fight Rafael dos Anjos. A lot of people, Islam Makhachev, of course, on Twitter going back and forth with dos Anjos. Moicano himself said it, and he did get his dream. He is stepping in. This is at Catchway, by the way. Terrence McKinney somehow said that. I don't understand why he did it. There's no way you would have got that. Yeah, there was a lot of talks. There was other people as well. There was one more guy that wanted to step in. And I'm wondering who it is now. If I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to Instagram and see what it was, cause I think it was somebody. If you go to MMA Island, we can go to MMA Island right now. A lot of people said it. As we know, Makhachev just lied. You know, it's just, I don't know if he was, but I don't know. We're not focused on Makhachev, though. They're not doing that. He called his bluff. I moved on, he said dos Anjos. Good for dos Anjos, but a lot of people wanted to step in, of course. Moicano got the opportunity, got the call. This fight is official. This is now an official matchup. And I'm not mad. Some Makhachev fans will be mad because we didn't get to see that fight. Of course, Makhachev and dos Anjos were supposed to fight before. I think 3 times before, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I don't mind that happening because I'm actually happy that didn't happen. It would have been more of a bigger matchup, bigger profile matchup. But Makhachev should fight Dariush or just get a title shot. I think he shouldn't focus on dos Anjos. Moicano steps in. Great matchup. I actually don't even mind it. For a common amount of a pay-per-view, not the best, but I will take it. I'm gonna go with Rafael dos Anjos over Renato Moicano. I just think I was maybe thinking of a Moicano pick because Moicano has decent boxing, but as we know, he's more of a jiu-jitsu guy. And other than that, long time ago lost to Jeremy Stephens. Dos Anjos hasn't been finished for a long time. Jeremy Stephens back in 2008. I wasn't even born then. You know, he hasn't been finished then. The guy hasn't even been finished then. As we know, I don't even know what this is. But now he's fighting this weekend. Moicano saved the card. Good for Moicano. But yeah. Thank you, Moicano, for stepping up. I'm gonna go for Rafael dos Anjos here. Moicano's stepping up on short notice, as we know. But dos Anjos, I think, is gonna win this fight 48-46. I think he's gonna win this fight. I don't see him getting a finish. Dos Anjos is 37. He is getting older up there in age. But, I know he didn't look good against Paul Felder. But as we know, Paul Felder is very good. And he is a good fighter. And he has a win over Charles Oliveira back in 2017. You know, it's just... I know he didn't look good. And probably if Felder had a full cap, he probably would have won. But Dos Santos won that fight, clear. 4 rounds to 1. I don't know who gave... It wasn't even a... I don't even know who gave that fight a split decision. Like, one judge is it was a pre-written scorecard for Felder. It had to have been. But as we know, Makhachev, all cancellations. Fiziev he was supposed to fight Fiziev. Ended up not happening. I just think he's gonna win here. I think this is a good matchup for him. 5 rounds as well. To be honest, this is 5 rounds. I think people think this is 3 rounds. This is a 5-rounder, which just doesn't make sense. But Dos Santos was training for 5 rounds. Just keep it like that. I just think Dos Santos is gonna get this one done. I wasn't picking him against Fiziev. I was picking Fiziev to TKO him earlier, like round 2 or 1. But Dos Santos, as we know, is tough in his career. He is tough, man. He is tough against top welterweight contenders. Chiesa just lost Sean Brady, but he's still a top welterweight contender. Leon Edwards is probably about to fight for the title. Usman's the current champion. Covington's fighting this weekend, and he's number 1 in the world. Besides Usman, he's probably one of the best. And he's fighting. Look at the guys he's losing to. Chiesa out-grapples him. As we know, Moicano could out-grapple RDA. But he's not like wrestling, you know? Like, I think you gotta be a bit of a wrestler to beat Dos Santos and be a heavy wrestler or weight bully like Chiesa. Edwards, that's his best game. Wrestling that. He's really good striking too at Edwards. I might pick Edwards to beat Usman, honestly. Don't at me. He beat Kevin Lee. I think who would win a bit between Kevin Lee and Renato Moicano? Who would win? I think Moicano now, but like then, prime Lee, you know? Lee could chin him, you know? And already survived the onslaught, came back. But Usman, as we know, it's not just Edwards dominating RDA. You know, RDA's making this competitive. Against Chiesa, he made it competitive. Against Edwards, made it competitive. You know this now. About Moicano now. 32 years old. Just beat Alexander Hernandez. Just beat Alexander Hernandez. Like 2 weeks ago. I want to say 3 weeks ago. Because then there was Hill Walker card, and then last week was Makhachev Green. So last pay-per-view card just got the win over Alexander Hernandez. First round was really close against Hernandez. Could have actually gone either way. I watched that one back. Could have went either way. I scored it Moicano, but if you want to score a damage based, you can give that to Hernandez. But yeah, Hernandez eventually cracked Hernandez. Moicano does have boxing. Not boxing. I don't want to go too far. But he does have decent hands if he needs them. You know, he cracked Hernandez really badly. I said Hernandez would win that by first round KO. Moicano ended up beating him. You know, really annoying for Hernandez. That's why he'll never be anything. But eventually got the submission win, and that was done for Hernandez. That could happen. That could happen to Dos Santos, but Dos Santos is tough. Hernandez is annoying, and he just quits. Like when it's not working out for him, he's just like, just get me. I don't care. He beat Jai Herbert, but Jai Herbert is not Dos Santos. He's not any of people on the top of that division, top of that lightweight division. And Demir Hadzovic is nothing as well. He did lose to Fiziev, which was the original opponent this weekend for Dos Santos. And he was looking decent. But, again, it's just... Fiziev KO'd him. We've seen Moicano not have the best gas tank and not the best chin in general. He did get cracked by Chun Jung, or the Korean zombie, and he did get put out by Aldo really badly against Aldo as well. He was covering up. And I know we beat Calvin Cater, but that was Cater's like come up and and Cub Swanson he beat. Good win there. I just don't see this going well for I don't see this going well for Moicano. I just don't see this going well for him. I think this is a bad matchup. I do believe he will win the first 2 rounds, Moicano. I think he'll win the first 2 rounds. This is what I think will happen. I think he's gonna win the first 2 rounds. But just being younger, he is young. Who's taller though? Moicano's probably gonna be taller. He's gonna be taller here, and he's gonna have a 2-inch reach advantage. I think this fight will be a pretty boring fight until the ending, where Dos Santos is smashing him. I think first round, Moicano's gonna keep it patient. Both guys are keeping it patient. Moicano landing faint jabs, good jabs. Dos Santos is landing some good body shots. I think if I was Dos Santos, land those body shots, because Moicano can gas out. We've seen he can gas out against Brian Ortega. Starting to gas out. He was looking good against Ortega, but he just was it was just tough for him, the pressure, and he eventually shot for a guillotine. He eventually shot for a takedown and got guillotined by Ortega. But I think first round, he's going to win it really clearly, just landing a bit more. Second round, we'll get a little bit closer. I think Moicano will still be winning. It'll be a bit closer, though. Still closer. And I think Dos Santos will get like a takedown at the end, but I think Moicano outlanded him by too much and win the second round. Third round, I think Dos Santos will get him down earlier. I think he's gonna take down Moicano for like a minute, for 2 minutes, and I think Moicano won't get back up until like 10 seconds into the round. Dos Santos will win the third round. Fourth round, I think he'll take down Moicano, start beating him up a little bit. Moicano is losing a bit now. He's losing confidence. I bet you at the end of round 4, he has like a cut over his eye or something like that, and then he wins his 4th round. Dos Santos. 5th round, I think he'll take down Moicano. Do the same thing. I think he'll do the same thing. What he did in 3rd and 4th, but at the end he'll smash Moicano. Smash. Like, oh, fight back, Renato, fight back. But it's saved by the bell. 10-8 round for Dos Santos which will make it a 48-46 decision victory for Rafael Dos Santos. And I think he wins it. I do believe so. I think this is a bad matchup for Moicano. He could KO Dos Santos, but Dos Santos is tough. Maybe all of a sudden he has no chin. But come on. Moicano, he is a fast starter, but he's not really, He's not really, Maybe he just gets a takedown to Santos and that changes the whole fight, but I don't know. I did choose Fiziev to KO Dos Santos, but Fiziev is a really fast starter. He can, and he has that power, Moicano does have decent power, but not really, I'm gonna go for Rafael Dos Santos. Maybe what will happen if either guy wins next? I would say Dos Santos versus McGregor. Conor McGregor versus Dos Santos. There is history there. And it's winnable for Dos Santos as well at this point. McGregor's never going to be the same after that leg break. And his cardio is not up there too. So Dos Santos can really win that fight. And Moicano. But really though, who's going to be next for either guy? If Moicano loses, if Dos Santos wins, realistically, maybe just rebook that Fiziev fight. I'd rebook that Fiziev fight because it makes sense. It was a fun matchup. Or maybe the winner of Chandler Ferguson. I don't know. I'm gonna make a fight to make after on Monday. After the fight, 2 days after the fights to make after. If Dos Santos does win, that is for sure. And Moicano wins or loses. If Dos Santos loses, I think it's kind of like call it quits at this point. But Moicano wins. He's up there in the rankings, which will help Viziev come up because he did KO him. But he'll be up there in like the top 7. But remember, Moicano's not even ranked. This RDA, I should have said this at the beginning, but I forgot to. RDA could have not took this matchup. He has nothing to gain here. But he does get another win on his record if he does win. But if Moicano somehow wins this, and he could, there's a good chance. I'd say maybe the winner, I don't know, Moicano Dariush or Makhachev, I don't know. Maybe the winner of Chandler Ferguson versus Moicano. Especially Chandler. Imagine Chandler versus Moicano. Oh dear. Chandler would really sleep him out cold bad. Oh my god. Yeah. But, I don't know. But Moicano loses, I guess, just by, like, Bobby Green, I guess, or something. I don't know. Great matchup. I'm going for Dos Santos, though. I don't think he'll get a finish. I think he'll have a patient game here. I think he'll win by 48-46. First round, we'll go Moicano, 10-9. Second round, we'll go Moicano, 10-9. Third round, we'll go Dos Santos, 10-9. Fourth round, we'll go Dos Santos, 10-9. Fifth round, we'll go Dos Santos, 10-8. 48-46. Decision win for Rafael Dos Santos. Can't wait for this matchup. Moicano saved the card. Thank goodness. And yeah, sucks Viziev fell out. But maybe we can see Viziev and Moicano again in a rematch. It's been like a year and a half now. So I think, and they had fights removed from their first one. So maybe you can do that again. Who knows? Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching this prediction breakdown of Rafael Dos Santos versus Renato Moicano. Taking place this weekend in the co-main event. And great matchup. Peace out, guys. Woo! Peace.